Ashley. Let's move on to the second email today.
Great. Second one is from Bryan Kruse. The trailer for the Netflix Motley Crue biopic went up right as you guys went live yesterday. Was wondering if you got a chance to see it and what you thought. As a diehard Crue fan, it's easily one of my most anticipated movies ever.
Rob, we heard about this yesterday. What are you thinking about this new The Dirt trailer?
Dude, as soon as we went off air, I'm like, I went and watched that trailer like 4 times. I mean, if you're a Crue fan, you know, and who isn't, that trailer gave me everything I hoped it would give me. And man, does it look fun. I really like the casting. I love the fact that we're now going to get a Motley Crue biopic. We're going to get an Elton John biopic on the heels of Bohemian Rhapsody. I think it's great. I love me some documentaries about rock bands. Like I love the Grateful Dead documentary. One afternoon, I was working on Tango Shalom in Shirley Temple's old mansion. I was editing, and this Grateful Dead documentary went live, and no one was in the house. So I watched the entire, it's like 8 parts, and I watched the whole thing. And I love biopics about bands or documentaries about bands, and this trailer looks great.
I'll tell you what, no matter how good you think Motley Crue is, they will never be as good as Motley Lou. Points to any of you who know what that reference is. Anyway, they will never be as good as Motley Lou. I'll tell you what, I went and watched the trailer. Yawn.
Come on.
And I don't know, maybe I'm just being negative on trailers today. I'm poo-pooing on the Captain Marvel trailers. I'm poo-pooing on this one. I don't know, man. I watched this trailer and I thought, how on earth can you make a trailer about Motley Crue and have it not be interesting? And I don't know. You know what it felt like to me? It felt like a Tropic Thunder trailer of a Motley Crue movie. It felt like I was watching Tropic Thunder, and then a bunch of the characters in Tropic Thunder said, we're going to make a Motley Crue movie, and they do one of their fake trailers. That's what it felt like to me. I don't know why, but I did not find it interesting. I thought it felt kind of forced.
Oh,
and
man.
It did nothing for me to get me interested in seeing it. Now, I'm no marketing genius, because you could fairly ask me, well, John, what would you have done differently? Well, I don't know. I'm not a marketing genius. It's not my profession. That's why I do this. So, because I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. But I just feel like the guys who did this one aren't very good at it either. No, all I'm saying is, look, I didn't think it looked terrible. I didn't. I wish I had that enthusiasm that you had for it, Rob, because, you know, that excitement. As soon as I mentioned, what do you think about the trailer, Rob, and seeing your face light up, I wanted to feel that, but I don't know. It just felt very pedestrian to me. It just felt very pedestrian to me, but you really dug it. You thought it was great.
Well, I mean, you know, as far as hard rock bands go, Motley Crue kind of is pedestrian. So, well, I mean, to me, it was like it. You know, when I first moved to LA in the late '80s, that the whole Sunset Strip rock scene, Gazaris, and the people hanging out at the Rainbow. I mean, all of that was I kind of caught the tail end of that.
The Troubadour and
all of that, you know, and so it captured a kind of a moment in time, and you know, I can see it looked a little sanitized. I mean, the way it was shot was it looks a little brightly colored and all that, but I mean, it's what I wanted. You know, it's like, I'm like, if I'm going to see a trailer for a Motley Crue biopic, give me what I want. And look, they drop a television on a Mercedes in the trailer. I'm like, and then they're out. We're Motley Crue. We're here all week. We're in room whatever.
That was the most Motley Crue thing about the trailer to me. I like that. And they wave. They don't throw it. They wave. Hey, that was the most Motley Crue moment of the trailer.
Heather Locklear got name checked. I mean, come on. This is all good.
What did you think, Ashley? You had a chance to check out the trailer. What did you think about it?
I think the word sanitized is like the best way to describe it. I'm excited for the music and the chaos and the heroin overdosing and the car crashes. And
I'm excited for the heroin overdoses. That's Ashley's new TV. That's Ashley's new T-shirt right there.
I'm excited for all the drama that the movie seems to have in it, and I just like the story of all the characters. But I think that the look of the film looks a little, I don't know, polished, I'd say.
Yeah, I felt that way too.
Mm-hmm.
It needed to be like somebody.
It's not as gritty and like raw as you'd think, like a rock and roll, like crazy film.
Throw some coffee on the lens.
Yeah, exactly.
Throw coffee on the lens. I love it. But hey, would you agree with this critique, or maybe shoot this one down, Rob? If I were to say that watching the trailer, if you were to say to me, this is either a theatrical release film or a straight to Netflix film, I would easily look at this trailer and go, oh, this doesn't feel like a theatrical film. This feels like a Netflix film. Would you agree with that, or would you disagree with that? How would you approach that?
Well, I don't, again, I have to wait and see, honestly.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, I have to wait and see. And also, truth be told, full disclosure, one of the producers of the film, Eric Olson, was one of my executive producers on The Hills Run Red, and
That's right.
I'm quite fond of him as a person, and he's great with story. And this has been a passion project of his basically since, well, for 10 years. And I do love it when I see somebody I know and realize their dream. And good on Eric Olson. There's a lot of producers on this movie, and I know he had to probably navigate many obstacles to get this made. Yeah. So
I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on now to the third email today. What's